Hi, I'm Steve Bowman, and we're offering tips to help you make progress in your prayer life this year for Lent. Last week we talked about the goal of placing ourselves in God's presence throughout the entire day. It's challenging to say the least. One challenge that everyone faces is distraction. You know, there's an old joke that is told about a country preacher who rode his horse between his small country parishes on Sunday. One Sunday he was talking to the parish about the need to battle distractions during their prayer, and a man in the congregation stood up and said, "Padre, I'm not really sure what you're talking about because I'm never distracted in my prayer." The priest said, "That's impossible. Everybody's distracted in their prayer at some point." But the man was adamant that he was never distracted. Finally, the priest said, "If you can say just one Our Father without being distracted, I'll give you my horse." The man said, "Okay, no problem," and began, "Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." Does that include the saddle? Well, you know, that's kind of what it's like in our prayer life. We've got to battle distractions. And to do that, I think we need to talk about two different types of distractions: internal distractions and external distractions. External distractions are the ones that come to us from the outside. I think the biggest one we struggle with today is technology. The simple answer is leave it outside of your prayer time, or if you're using your phone, for instance, for prayers, which I sometimes do, put it in the airplane mode before you enter into your prayer time. The next thing is the internal distractions, and they're more difficult to battle. These are all the internal things that pass through your mind while you're trying to pray. The best advice that I've ever heard about internal distractions is to turn them into the source of your prayer. So if you're trying to pray and your mind keeps going to something major that's happening in your job, simply use that as an opportunity to ask God to help you with that issue. It could be something with your wife or your children, or something about your finances or a temptation you're facing. All of these can simply be turned into an opportunity to pray about that specific issue, asking for God's help. Suddenly your distractions have become a pathway to prayer. Once you've taken that step, you're well on your way to remaining united to God, but there's another big challenge you'll invariably face, and we'll talk about that one next week.